attaching, and I'm dropping solo. I'm crazy. Solo squads.
Doing it by himself. You're a baller. I believe in you.
Oh my god, they're next to each other. I've made a mistake. Oh.
It was at that moment he knew.
Yep, that's exactly that moment I just had.
He fucked up. Well, I'm here now, so it's alright. I'm also assuming you're dead.
Nope. I survived.
Really? Can't be impressed.
Oh my gosh, 2 dead out of 4.
CD keys. Resident Evil.
Oh no. Ow.
Resident Evil 4. $20? Oh yeah? Shit,
oh no, a whole nother team?
Wandering Velvet Hat. So they got it for 20 here.
Where did you guys come from?
CD keys got it at 20 as well. That's cheap, that's about tax too.
Oh my gosh.
Baptist died and his eyes are growing old. Kick their butts.
I actually kind of am.
Go crazy, go crazy.
I didn't know they could get me quickly. I might have messed up. Oh, nope, I definitely did not.
So that would be 35. That's 28. That's the gold. Do I get the gold edition? Just usually a bunch of stuff.
Oh my gosh. This is nuts. And they had my ammo. Oh. Is that all of them? We got them all? My teammate came in clutch here? Hi, and welcome to SplitGate 2. Now, this game just released officially during the Game Awards, and it released with something that no one was expecting, a Battle Royale. Now, I'm a huge Battle Royale fan, and if you're a big BR fan like me, you want to know what the best settings are for this BR so you could jump right in, get a competitive advantage, and start on top. There's been like 12 years since a new BR came out. Your only options are Warzone and Apex, and the people who have been playing Warzone and Apex have been playing it for like 12 years straight, so they're already 12 years ahead of you. This is the only BR that's come out where you're on even playing ground right now, so you need to hop on it, learn it, become one of those people that gets good early, and this is how you do it. Let's head into the settings. Now, I'm going to go over most of the settings, explain why they did them, and then I'm going to show you why I picked what I picked in the custom game and the little firing range I set up, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay of these settings where I jump without my team, so some solo squads where I get 23 kills and a win with these settings. They are fantastic, so I'm going to show you the best settings. I'm going to show how I use them to prove they're the best settings, and then I'm going to wish you luck as you use them yourself. So first, video settings. I keep my FPS limit at 130. It doesn't really have an option for you to show your FPS limit unless you're using third-party software. If you're on console, you obviously can't at all. Field of view, it goes up to 103. Just feels like a yucky number, so I do 100. Let's get my camera out of the way here so we can see all these settings. But we go over here. I have it on custom. View distance is the only thing I have on ultra because I want to see as far as possible, as well as possible. Then I've got medium, low, medium, low, 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 trying to squeeze out as many frames as possible. Again, this is a competitive type of game. This is the rest of what I'm using down here. Now, input, this is going to be your controller settings, right? We're gonna ignore all this because there are people out there that play keyboard and mouse that are going to be better than me for this type of settings. But we go over to, let's do binds. These are my binds if you are wondering, right? Actually, I'm going to change this. This is going to be left, and then I'm going to use my equipment is going to be my right on my D-pad. And that's a change I just made. But, okay, so these are my binds, if you're wondering. This is my controller I'm using. This is left on my D-pad. This is right on my D-pad. This is Y to change weapons, and this is X to reload, right? So I jump with my bumpers, use my faction ability with my right bumper. I just want to show this off in case you guys are wondering what my binds are to see what works for you. If I hold Y, it applies my armor. If I tap it, it lets me swap from weapon to weapon. And then let's go into the important parts, right? The sensitivity. This took me a little while to figure out. If you look at my page right now, you're going to see a live stream of me streaming the BR of SplitGate 2. That whole live stream, the beginning, I'm doing terrible. That's when my first game in there, and by the end, that's where I got all these settings. So if you're wondering if you want to take this at face value, that's fine. Again, the gameplay I'm going to show you it's good gameplay. I'm playing really well with these settings. But if you want to know exactly how I got those settings, that live stream is still up on my page. You can watch every single second how I made every single decision. That's up to you. But okay, so horizontal, vertical sensitivity. Eventually, at the beginning, I was on exponential. This was much higher. I had this at like 10, 25, and 9. But then I went to linear because exponential just felt too like clunky. I'm using the outside of my right stick to be flicky. I'll explain it when we get down to acceleration type and acceleration time. But long story short, linear for this game feels way better. Now, horizontal sensitivity 605, vertical 5. I keep my horizontal faster than my vertical. That way, when I'm looking left and right, I want to be faster than I'm looking up and down. You got to think about your adjustments up and down are way less often than left and right. Say there's someone behind you or to the right of you. This is a very three-dimensional game, so I still kind of keep it close. It's not having it, but this is what is working for me. Now, I had it like 6.03 I tried. Didn't feel good. 6.05 felt good. So I really, really honed in to the very last decimal on these settings. This is what felt great for me. Now, zoom sensitivity multiplier, another thing that I got tweaked perfectly. Anything less feels too slow. Anything more, you could potentially put it up a little bit more if it feels too slow. But this helps me stay accurate when I'm pressing that left stick in. I guess there's no like ADS sense, but this is the closest. When you're pressing that left trigger, when it zooms in a little bit, it slows down your sensitivity so you can be a little bit more accurate. Inner dead zone and outer dead zone. This is crazy because usually I have my inner dead zone on 0 because I don't get stick drift with the controller I'm using. If you get stick drift, you're going to want to increase this, but for some reason, it is way too responsive if it's underneath 0.1 for me. So definitely try that. If it feels way too hard to control, play with this a little bit. Outer dead zone, same thing. Since we're going to be using the acceleration time down here, these acceleration settings, you want to bring this in a little bit. What this does is instead of having to push all the way out on your controller to hit the edge of your input, before you hit the edge, it'll register as the outside of your input. And what this acceleration does is once you hit the edge of your right stick input, it makes you go much faster. Then it reserves that inner part of your right stick for slow sensitivity, and then the outer part of that right stick, if you're pushing as hard as you can to the right, it's like, oh crap, he wants to look behind him or he wants to go really fast. It reserves that outer part for going fast, right? So I keep that dead zone in a little bit, especially because I have foam on my controller. If you don't have foam, you can bring that back a little bit, but 0.11 feels perfect for me. Obviously linear, invert, gross, disgusting. We don't touch that. Acceleration type, I had it on radial, did not feel good. I have it on axial for some reason. Acceleration time, I don't know what it is. Do not know what it is, but 0.44 is exactly where it needs to be to feel like a slow ramp up. If anything, I would increase it. I tried on 0 and I tried it maxed out. 0.44 feels the best. It's how smooth your ramp up is before your acceleration. So it's registering you pushing your thumbstick out as far as you can. Oh crap, someone's behind me. I need to swing around. I don't want my slow sensitivity right now. I'm getting shot in the back. I need to swing around and then hit him, right? Like you're using keyboard and mouse. This is how smooth. It doesn't go from slow sensitivity and then immediately start going fast. I had some you'll see in my live stream, I had some trouble figuring out how to get rid of that. The farther out that is, the smoother it is, but you don't want it to be too slow because it wants to be immediate. So this is a good middle ground where it sees it, you hit that edge, and it's like, it feels like this. Instead of going, look, like that, you don't want something unnatural like that. It kind of goes, look, and it swings you around, and you kind of get used to, especially a game like this, swinging the momentum around, even with it gives momentum to your aim. So you're sliding. While you're sliding, you loot and start swinging around. You've got that gun, you can bring it around your shoulder, shoot, swing back around, hit a portal. This makes it very swingy, like rampy up and down, and it feels very, very smooth to me. But I want to explain kind of physically why I came to that decision there. Acceleration horizontal max speed, right? When you're hitting the full upswing of that full push, how fast do you want it to be, right? My philosophy with this is, if I'm pushing my controller all the way out to the right, someone shoot me in the back, I need to turn around yesterday. I need to turn around immediately, so I have this maxed out. Vertical, not often am I going to have to be like, oh crap, I need to get up here immediately. If someone's jumping down on me, my main priority is becoming a hard target to hit, not to swing around. If someone shoot me in the back, sometimes you just got to swing around and get headshots. If someone's above you, you've got some options. So I keep that a little bit less. Again, it helps with your centering. But that's where I have it there. 5 and 4, almost maxed out. Aim assist strength. Okay, all the way up, right? We're controller players. It's disgusting. Aim assist is kind of with these settings. It does not feel as strong. I'm gonna warn that to you right now. Does not feel as strong. Auto jetpack, auto sprint, definitely have on. The sliding feels super responsive to this. Auto jetpack, you don't want on. You want to be full control of your jetpack. What this does is if you hit jump, it'll start your jetpack right away. What I found is if you time your fuselage on your jetpack really well, you could really carry your momentum really far. So you definitely want to turn that off. You want to be in full control of your character movement, vibration. It's preference. I turn it off. Some people says it messes up your aim. I don't agree. But again, I'm going to quickly go over the concept of this acceleration, right? A lot of people don't know what this does. So I'm gonna look up to this. Here, you know what? We're actually going to do a face cam. So here's my controller, right? If someone's behind you, it's gross, dirty, I use it every single day, don't judge me. Or roast me in the comments, I don't care. Oh, this sad little sticker is peeling off. I use this all the time. If your right stick, this is my looking stick, I'm looking around, I want to make little movements. I'm looking around with little movements. I have slow sensitivity when I'm moving my stick like that. Even like this, I'm like, okay, I'm tracking him left to right, I'm tracking him left to right, tracking him left to right, or up and down. Oh crap, someone's behind me, max it out to the right. When you do this full push movement as far as you can to the side, that is the only time the acceleration is going to kick in. Okay, does that make sense? So as soon as you push that all the way to the side, that's the only time you're going to get this 5.00 boost, right? You want to reserve the inner part of your stick. You want to reserve these little movements for slow sensitivity and these big movements for fast sensitivity. It gives you the best of both worlds, because if you're a controller player, you usually have to pick. I'm a slow sensitivity controller player because I'm all about aim, or I'm a fast sensitivity controller player because I'm all about movement. If you use the acceleration right, you can do both. You can compete with keyboard or mouse players that are really good, because you can get that flick, but you can still track people well enough that you're super accurate, right? Then it's down to your skill level. You're not being held back by your controller. You can compete. That is what that is there. Now, what I'm going to do now is head into game and a custom playlist. I'm going to do a custom game, and I'm going to show you how it looks using these, right? So I'm going to go create a lobby. It's going to be private. I don't want people joining. Map, it doesn't really matter. We'll do this map. Game mode, I don't care. Domination rounds. Here we go. Create this lobby. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to show you how it feels like, this momentum I'm explaining. Bring myself back over here. So we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna pick this guy. Okay, so right off the bat, look, I can kind of look around really slow, right? This looks like slow sensitivity, especially since it's a slow Halo style feeling game. You come in here, look, slow sensitivity. Like I can track people pretty slowly, right? I come over here, someone's going around the corner, boom, boom, boom. I can keep it on the edge of that stair. But if someone's behind me, right? Look at that, I can flick around. Someone's behind me, I can flick around. Now if I'm showing you my controller while I do this, I'm going forward, slide, flick around. But if I want to make these small movements, I can still make these small tracky movements. That makes sense? The farther I push out, the faster it's going to swing me around. But it's not going to be immediate, so I can kind of gauge where it's going to be once you get used to that momentum. So again, I'm like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Oh crap, someone's behind me, boom. It gives you the best of both worlds there. So you want to reserve the inside of your stick for like, oh look, I'm gonna loot this and I want to come around, boom. Like I had to over adjust there. But then, oh, okay, someone's behind me, boom. Or okay, I'm gonna slide in here, and while I'm sliding, boom. Gives you the best of both worlds. It's fantastic. So that is what the acceleration does for you. Without it, you have to pick between this slow sensitivity all the time. You're kind of moving around. This is what it's going to be like. as slow as you can, and then you kind of have to pre-set yourself up to fake corners like this. I like to, you know, be able to, oh, someone, boom, and then I can come back around, and boom. It's just so much better playing controller like this. When I play Marvel Rivals, I use this. When I play the finals, I use this. I don't see any other controller player really taking advantage of horizontal look boosts like this. So I really recommend you play it, especially if you're going to take this game seriously on controller competitively. I know there's going to be a lot of better players than me out there doing this, but these are my settings. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay. 23 kill solo squads. My team came up after a little while. They were there, but I dropped without them. Let me showcase me applying these settings. If this helps, leave a like, sub. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.